the band, the Silversun Pickups. So Brian and Nikki, come on out. Hello. Welcome. How are you?
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Take a seat. How are you, Nikki?
Good morning.
Good, good. Everybody's excited to have you here performing later on in the show.
Yeah,
Sounded great in sound check. Okay, so I'm going to read a little quote that a journalist wrote about you guys. Is that okay?
Sure.
It's a really cool little quote. Okay, so it says that your album, Carnivas, it will be one of the best, if not the best, indie rock albums that you will listen to this year. It's a pretty cool
True.
thing to be. Yeah, you think that's true, right? Absolutely. That's pretty cool.
Wow,
to be
that's
said.
nice of that person. Thanks, Dad, for writing that.
Did your dad write that and put it on the internet?
yeah. I approved it though.
Are they proud parents?
Yeah, very proud.
They have to be, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, you guys released the album, it was like last year.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you've been flying under the radar, but everybody knows about you. It's like word of mouth.
It's pretty crazy.
You performed on all the biggest shows, Leno, Letterin. Most artists like dream to perform on those shows. You guys have done that. You've toured with bands like Wolf, Mother, Snow Patrol. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
So what has this ride been like for you guys in such a short period of time?
It's pretty gradual. Like you don't see it because we work pretty hard and we're playing constantly. We don't have a lot of time off, so it's just kind of like, sort of like if you're gaining weight. And you don't notice that, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, or someone hasn't seen you in a while, shows up and goes, "Hey, you're kind of fat now."
You've gained 10 pounds.
Yeah, and you're denying. You're like, "No, these jeans are getting smaller." You know, I think that's kind of what it's like. And then when we have a little time off, we just had a little time off for the first time in a while, and
What was
then
that like?
it's pretty weird. Yeah, then you kind of sit there in bed and stare at the ceiling and go, "Did we just do David Letterman? Were we on that show?"
Crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Because it must be weird though when you're constantly going and you're just doing what you love, but then you take a moment to breathe.
Yeah, the moments to breathe are when it all kind of sinks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you just want to go again because you're like, I don't want to get caught up in it, I just want to tour.
No, a piece of you does, and another piece of you doesn't. It's kind of a strange world, you know what I mean?
Now, you're on an indie label still, right? And I heard that all the big major labels have been calling.
Yeah.
So what are you guys going to do?
We'll call them back later.
You're not going to return the phone calls yet?
Not
Wait a little
yet.
bit?
Not yet.
Yeah. Play hard to get.
I save all the messages so I can play them to my grandkids. Look, Capital called once.
Never called him back, but hey.
Hello. Yeah, they drunk call us sometimes at night. It's really sad. Really sad.
Just begging, please
hey, it's
come on our
me.
label.
You know, just wondering. Hey, what are you doing? What are you wearing? And now it's kind of weird, a little awkward.
Now, is it true that somebody actually handed you one of your live, like it was like a bootleg copy of your live concerts one time?
Yeah.
How weird was that?
That was sort of like a...
I think that pushed us into wanting to record something official because
yeah, we were playing around
live-
for a while, and we didn't record anything. And these guys were passing around these CDs, and I took one, and I'm like, "Oh, what is this?" And they're like, "It's you." It's like, "Oh," and I went home and listened to it, and it was so horrifying.
Really?
It's so bad. Yeah.
Why? You just don't like the sound of it?
Terrible.
Like,
It just sounded like.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So we just slapped a little reverb on it and put it on Carnivas.
No.
you're listening to it right now.
Yeah, listen to it right now. There it is.
Yes. Instead of listening to the bootleg.
Yeah, it was sort of like pushed to you, like, wow, people are willing to listen to this. Then we should probably record something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we were very shy. We were like, why would anybody want to listen to a record of us?
No, but you're saying you're shy. I heard that, but you don't seem shy at all.
I'm over it now. I'm an egomaniac.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's changed.
Oh,
so you're
my
shy
head's so big. It's crazy. Can you tell? When I strutted in here? You guys could tell, right?
No. Is he an egomaniac,
Could you tell?
Nikki?
Yes.
You totally
Is he?
could tell.
He is. How do you deal with that?
Huge.
It's fine.
Not at all.
I used to
I'm
not.
still shy.
Are you?
She's still shy.
It's
yeah.
okay.
It's a yin-yang thing.
You balance each
we
other
balance
out.
it out.
So were you shy though initially when you first started out on stage, like being the singer?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was hard because we didn't have it. We didn't know who the singer would be, but everyone backed off, except for Brian.
Sort of, like step forward and then the three people stand back and you're kind of like, oh.
you were the one left. You're like, oh, I guess it's me.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
I guess so, right?
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I used to not go to the mic hardly at all. I was just too shy, and now you can't get the
can't
mic
get 'em
out
off
of
of
my
it now.
hands.
Heard
Right,
about that.
man? You right?
I heard
Yeah.
you're quite a performer at Coachella. They were saying that you were like the best, just taking
What?
over on
Who's
the
saying
stage.
that? Dad?
There was a report-
Dad?
No, Esquire magazine was saying that actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
The stage presence. They were saying it was
Wow.
unbelievable.